Hi, welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith. You tired of being shafted time after time? No, I'm not talking about being... Well, we may get a practice in here. We're not talking about any other shop. That's not how it's done here in Turn Right. When you have somebody make you a shaft, and you can just get shafted, that means that company, myself, or anybody else in the trade, and if they're in business, there's a reason for it, and it's not hard to shape a shaft. A little experience in there, and you can shape one right up to the tolerances I consider. Getting shafted is, in my view, is a bare blank shaft, all dimensions exactly right, without any finishing touches that properly need to be done to ensure the life of your shaft. The failure to do that, yeah, you're just getting shafted. Alright, we're taking this 4-foot tail shaft, which is held in the system by a muff coupling. It's a 2-piece shaft here, and we're only doing the tail section. We would really like to see both halves and the coupling and everything come in here at once. The customer chose not to do that, and we're not going to refuse the work, and we're going to do what we can do to make the 4-foot section fine-tuned for the application. So we're going to go ahead and finish machining this. We got the taper turned. We're going to go ahead and lap fit the prop, and then we're going to get it on over and do the keys and the scallops for the muff coupling, and I'll come back in for the final setup here in the lathe, and we'll do a cleanup lap after all the other work's been done. But we're going to get some rough shape and make sure that she's fitting tight before I go cut and key. We have the advantage of draw filing and modifying diameters to get the right contact, so you have heavier at the top and you got contact coming all the way down the bottom, like I showed you in the lap fit videos there. Alright, we're getting ready to lap this prop on, and so first step is doing an inspection on the bore. Now, this has come from a shop and it's been reconditioned. I mean, it looks beautiful. I see a lot of shops there. I seen even one company that very pretty writes his name on every blade. There's talent in that. There's talent in putting these stripes on. I've worked in several shops, and each prop shop has their own style and their own finish that they'll put on there. Okay, I'm not a prop man. I have worked, but I don't have any tools. I don't do any pitching. I don't do any modifications. I won't give you a thought about changing pitch, diameter, all those factors. That's for the professionals, and there's shops out there that'll do that. I only care about doing the marine shafting, and my concern is this bore. Okay, now this bore locates, and that's how your prop runs. Okay, now why they come filthy like this? You know, the neglect of cleaning this bore here. I don't know. I don't know why. I want to show you so you can be aware and you can check before you assemble your propeller. You want to make sure that the propeller bore is going to set on the shaft right. And I've emphasized that in my other video there. I'm going to give you a close look at this so that you understand what I'm talking about inside the bore. Okay, you can see the marine growth that's real heavy in there, and I've actually already kind of ran a rag through it, so it didn't take anything that was left in there off. You got heavy buildup in that key and all along the sides and everything else. So I guess this reconditioning on this prop would be just considered just getting propped. Here's the key here, and this is a virgin brand new key stock here. I haven't done anything in here, but if you were to put this in there, alright, see how the metal's peeling and coming up? Okay, if you were to try to assemble this prop on your shaft without doing any cleanup or anything else, first off, you're going to be fighting probably the key in the shaft that you got tapped into the shaft, and you're going to get highly aggravated. These chips are going to get caught between the bore, and you're going to be riding on those chips until they loosen up, and then you'll have that draw lost on your nut hold on the minor diameter. The other side I'm looking at, and I'm seeing light faint contact down in here, but same thing. Look at the marine growth down in the keyway here. You know, the key fitting in here same way. You know, I mean, we can, you know, that's not how we put a key in. Okay, so we need to have that key fit, slide freely, and we're going to clean the buildup of marine growth and everything else out of the inside of this prop here, and then we're going to get it lapping on the shaft for the customer. But I wanted to point out, you got a beautiful wheel, reconditioned, and when you get it, the bore, what happened there? I don't know. I run into them all the time, and it doesn't matter who they come from. It's just usually not paid attention to by. Okay, so we got dirty bore and some nice creative hammering here. You know, I would have knocked some of those down, keep the water flowing fine. They're pretty high. I mean, you know, those are raised up pretty good. You know, you do have to hit it somewhere, and somebody is really feeling they had to hit it there. If you had a puller on it and you warmed it up, your props will come off a lot easier. So if you've only been shafted or propped, bring them on in. We'll finish the job. When I get closer and you got more contact area in there, it is a workout. I call this a 30s prop. When I was in my 30s, I could put these up and down by myself. I still can, but I got a lot more work. I got a lot more work to do today. And also, too, you have less accidents getting it on and off. Now, what I do is usually when I'm doing a prop with no keyway in the shaft, I hang the keyway down, okay, because it really gives you like black and white results here, and you definitely can see the keyway itself, and then you can see that we've got good heavy contact up here at the top, and then it progresses down, and we're a little bit lighter down here. But it definitely will never cut anybody. This is a real muff coupling, just like we had in the shipyards. A lot of patrol boats and a lot of your marine vessels had sectional shafts, quite long. You can replace one section or the other section. Tapping the key in here, and it's got to fit in here, snug. Muff couplings fit the keyway snug both in the muff and at both sections of the shaft that are joined together. getting ready to do the scallop holes on the sides. So we have two sets of scallop holes that go in here. There's no set screws in the muff coupling. It's strictly a clamp. But the holes passing through the scallops keep it from pulling loose. Okay, we got back into the lathe here, and we're setting it up so we can finish doing the work on the taper. And basically that's just check, make sure everything's fine, and maybe a quick lap. We got the scallops in here, and we're going to assemble this without the key. This prop was very similar to that 1.5 inch I did, and it has a little bit of area down here the pass travel that I had after the lap moving material. Give it a little mark. We're just going to make a clean sweep so that we can rid of that chance of a little problem. Almost just like taking the color off. That's all you're doing. You just want to make sure. Okay. Alright, hopefully the last lap coming down. Here's one difference. When I rotate one on the lathe here and I stop spinning it, it doesn't tend to want to drift off the back. I still have it because you're on a boat and your shaft angle is going to be up. Be careful, you can lose one off of there. Just a vibration, somebody walking on the top deck or whatever. Be careful that you don't drop a wheel when you're not there to catch it. All right. Bigger prop, heavier prop. Bigger church bell. I'm not 30 anymore, but this is a 30-inch wheel, by the way, if anybody was wondering. I've double checked. Everything's good on this shaft, and it's ready to go. The last thing I do to a shaft that I make is I sign it. And this gets the 11. Alright, we're going to throw on the couple things just to hold them so that the customer don't lose them. Give him a new cotter pin. He gave me stainless steel keys to fit in here. I am not keen on stainless steel keys. If you do get a loose wheel and you're taking a pounding, because that's what starts to crack. Once the wheel's loose and you start hammering that thing on the side there, I roll this over, that slows it down, but I'm not gonna. That's helpful aid. But worst case scenario, it's still gonna slam. You put a harder piece of material in the keyway, and it's gonna do it faster. I'm not keen on them. Okay, not saying that. I'm just not keen on them. Another thing, the customer actually wanted to reuse the stainless steel nuts. Okay, stainless on stainless galls. And I'm not keen on stainless nuts either. But what I do when I have that application is I turn the threads a little bit looser so that they have a less tendency to do the galling. So those are automatic thinkings when I do a shaft here at Turbine. All right, he's good to go. A little bit more than just getting shafted or propped. Get her done.